I might just wanted a quick catch up with you because Julie is applying for supplier council for UK Active, which was really pleasing and we're obviously very supportive of. But I wanted to talk to you about the last 18 months and the difference Julie has made to us as a business. So just give me an overview of the types of things that you think Julie's done that would actually be really powerful for the supplier council.
Yeah, I think, two things are springing immediately to mind, Dave. First of all, I think one of her strengths is creating partnerships.
Mhm.
So, we've been pretty good at that, and the business has grown well under that. But I think she's brought a new depth to the number and the quality of partnerships that she's gone out. So, a lot of relationships in business tend to be transactional, but with Jules, I think we've now got perhaps half a dozen, new partnerships, strong
Mhm.
partnerships, which are mutually beneficial and are really going to help us grow our business, but also that organizational business grow theirs. And then I think the second thing is something that we've always been cognizant of and talked about, but what she's made it happen much more is taking the insight that we gather and turning it into action.
Mhm.
So she's, in terms of our reports that we produce, but also going out and speaking to clients and then working with them to put action plans into place, delivering customer experience, training throughout organizations. There's a lot more of that happening as well. So I think they're the two highlights for me, Dave. I don't know.
Mhm.
What about you? What do you think she's brought?
I think it's similar. I remember her, Julie, challenging me around the term supplier and buyer for ActiveNet. And actually, she said she would be really disappointed if anybody saw us as a supplier rather than as a partner. And I think language is really important. It gets you thinking about what are the types of things you do in order to partner with an organization rather than supply them with a product or a service. And I think she's really helped from that point of view of just I think we've always been good around the customer and the consumer experience, but actually recognizing a partnership and that there's opportunities to give more, to be more engaged, to be more embedded in those organizations as a partner rather than a supplier of choice. So for me, it's been really positive. And I think when Julie was putting together her application for the Supplier Council for UK Active, some of the things we talked about was how can we use some of that stuff in order to support suppliers across the country. And we're talking about making an ActiveNet stream specifically for suppliers to share their views with Julie or with UK Active. And also that piece around insight, using something like Net Promoter Score, for example, to understand what the supplier partners are delivering. But more importantly, what are the consumers of those organizations feeling as well around the Net Promoter Score or the feeling of the service that they're provided by that partner. So, yeah, I think it's really interesting. And actually, I really hope Julie's successful. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. Best of luck, Jules.
Absolutely.
If anyone's thinking about voting, hasn't voted yet, really important to vote. And obviously, we'd recommend that they support Jules. # vote Jules.
Yeah, it's a very competitive sectors in that area for
There's
the
some great
Supplier Council.
candidates.
Absolutely. Yeah. So fingers crossed to see what happens. Cheers, Mark.